Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here. We are back with a mega unboxing. This box is so big we cannot even fit it within the scope and frame of the camera. It is a monumental European Mint unboxing, and if you've not seen one of these before, you're in for a treat. We've got an awful lot of silver in here to unbox. Now I've done a bit of pre-scoring and we're going to crack on, and the first thing I noticed when I open this is that there's a giant plastic crate. Which is very different from normal order, so it's nice to see extra layers of protection for these unboxings. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with these unboxings, I want to make it abundantly clear that all of the silver that you are about to see here on the table is not mine. I wish it was all mine. That would be a very nice thing indeed, but these are actually group purchases, and we get to be able to unbox this, save people a bit of money on shipping, from the European Mint, which is a European dealer based in Estonia. And we do it because in the UK, if you buy from a UK dealer, you have to pay taxes, VAT, things like that. Whereas from dealers in Europe, often you are paying a lot less in those taxes. This is really not the easiest crates to unbox. Talk about loot crates. You see these loot crates in all these video games and things like this. This is a real life loot crate. Look at this. And yeah, so we do this to save people cash and hopefully get a really fun unboxing going. Although this whole parcel is something like 35 kilos. So let me just move this box, get the cardboard out of the way, and then, there we go. Right, now how do we get into this? This is a bit of a puzzle box, I think. I've never seen one of these before, and I don't really know how to get into it, so let's just start by cutting some of the tape. I have a feeling it opens up the middle. But, oh, yeah, oh no, down here. It's one of these like crisscross boxes. I think there's nothing for it but a bit of brute force. Get this sort of heavy duty tape off and out the way. So I hope everybody's having a nice week so far. A bit of a tumultuous time right now. Good time to potentially look to invest in precious metals for the longer term. Tell you what, let's cut through the zigzags. That should yield some quicker results. And it's self-evident with the amount of silver that's been ordered in this particular round of orders that silver really is still very popular. There we go. And inside the loot crate, a bunch of brown paper. No, seriously, there's lots and lots of silver in here. And hopefully there will be some silver casting grain as well for my hand-poured silver side of things. So, as I was saying, it is evidently a pretty good time to look to buy silver at the moment, judging on how much of it has been ordered in this particular group order. If, by the way, you are interested in joining some of these group orders and taking advantage of some VAT advantage silver whilst we still can on the Brexit transition period, then there's a link down in the description below to the Silver Forum, which is where we kind of organise all of these through, and all of the information is there. They're ongoing, so people have been asking recently, when's the next one going to be after this? Well, they're still ongoing. They are currently live. You can go on to the European Mint's website, use the code, and it will get added to the order. The next shipment's probably going to be mid to late April, so the next unboxing will be around then, and happy days. To just avoid any confusion, conspiracy theories and things like that, we don't receive commissions and kickbacks from this. The only real benefit that we get from it is to unbox a very large loot crate, as you can see here on YouTube. So you're not only supporting your own finances by buying silver at a hopefully advantaged rate, but you're also helping our channel with some content creation too. Now, on the subject of Brexit, I just want to touch on that, because the last couple of weeks it seems that we've heard nothing except about the virus that shall not be named for obvious YouTube monetization reasons. And Brexit is still something to think about for the rest of the year, because there's an awful lot still to happen in 2020 with regards to Brexit and negotiations and things like that. So, you know, it's going to rear its ugly head come the summer, come later in the year, and I do think that's going to have an impact on silver in the UK for the long run. I have said numerous times that I do think a catastrophic no-deal scenario and movement onto sort of World Trade Organization terms would spell pretty much the end for silver in the UK as an investment because of the taxes. Of course, if the UK government decides one day to scrap VAT on silver in the UK, now we've got, so in here we've got a bunch of silver shot, a couple of buckets in fact worth. So you can see we've been upgraded to bucket level, but there is also a bag of shot that has, oh, we're losing shot all over the place. I think this bucket's, actually, yeah, the bucket's split. So, yeah, that does happen sometimes. You know, this is a very, very big, heavy box. It's a bit of a shame that the bucket has split. We'll sort that out in a while. And some of it's spilled into this big loot crate. But at least we have this big loot. Well, and this bag's split as well. But at least we have this big loot crate to catch the remaining silver grain that has fallen out. Oh dear, silver's going everywhere. It's not the best thing in the world, but at the end of the day, you know, we'll find it all, we'll pick it all up, it's okay. If any of you have watched some of my really old unboxing videos, you'll remember an unboxing video I did with a bunch of silver shot. Came in a huge, great big bag, and I lifted the bag out of the box, and the bag split at the bottom. It's like 25 kilos of silver shot, all over the table, all over the floor. That was quite the clear up, and Mrs. Banker Bullion was not best impressed. So I don't know if the camera can pick that up because of the light, but there you go. The box has caught what fell out of that bucket. So hopefully we'll be able to reclaim all of that. In the meantime, we have a big chunky pile of silver, as well as some silver casting grain. Let's move those to the back very carefully. Oh, that's going to be fun to sort out. Fortunately, not a great deal went on the floor, I think, a little bit, but we'll get it all sorted. So we have a very, very big pile of silver here. Now, in this box here, we've probably got a bunch of Britannias. I will be doing an overview video of all of this. We obviously have a very unorganised big pile of silver right now. So Sunday's video this coming weekend will be a slightly tidier pile of all of this, and we can genuinely see what has been popular, what people are looking to purchase and buy, and just generally invest in terms of silver. It's one of the cool things that we get to do about these group orders, that we can see what people have been buying. But from sort of cursory numbers here, this excluding the silver shot, because that's kind of my own purchase for my own sort of poured silver business, but in terms of the silver coins you see on the table here, there's probably, I think there's about 12,000 euros worth, something like that, 10,000, 11,000 euros worth of silver. There's a bunch of Britannias in that box as well. So yeah, it's a pretty hefty unboxing. It's not one of the biggest unboxings we've ever done. We have had unboxings which have surpassed £50,000 worth in value, which was split over 3 giant parcels like this one that you've just seen. So yeah, it's certainly an interesting time at the moment, certainly for silver. Now you'll notice there's not a lot of, or if in fact any gold. I think there might be a gram or two of gold somewhere in this pile of silver. And that's just simply because the gold in the UK is actually quite cheap. It's quite advantaged in terms of no extra VAT and taxes, and hopefully that will stay the same. Of course, we have, you know, questions on that going forward into the long distant future, that we could end up having, you know, VAT reintroduced on gold, which would be awful for us here in the UK. But there are things to look forward to. Yes, we've got Brexit woes ahead of us and the rest of 2020. And you'll hear in the background my dog is now dismembering some of the inner packaging. Anyway, we do have a pretty tumultuous year ahead of us, but I do think that there is hope for a decent resolution to the Brexit trade negotiations, and we'll hopefully be able to continue buying silver. It's one of the questions that a lot of, I don't know, small-time bullion dealers that will buy from Europe and then sell, or like myself have poured silver and silver casting grain coming from Europe. you know, it's a question to ask for the longevity of things. How is this going to work going into the future? Because we just don't know whether or not we can get this stuff at a decent price going forward. So before my dog decides to rip everything to shreds, we are going to wrap this one up. Thank you very much for watching thus far, if you have. As I said, we will be having a big tidy pile overview video of what people have ordered in the next couple of days. So it probably will be on Sunday's video, actually. And this coming Friday, we're going to pick out some of the cool pieces. I've noticed a few really interesting pieces in here that we are going to do a rapid fire in focus Friday on. So the pick of the litter, so to speak, in this particular, just noticed another really cool coin there. Pick of the litter in terms of these coins will be showcased on the channel on Friday. So lots to look forward to in the next couple of days with all of this lovely pile of silver. But if you have enjoyed today's video, please make sure you hit that thumbs up button and share it around on your social media. If you've got any comments, queries, questions about what it's like to unbox a 40-kilo pile of silver, then please feel free to get in touch and let me know. With the comment section down below is also my email address in the description box. Right, that is it. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to subscribe to catch future videos. Otherwise, have a fantastic week ahead. And as always, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.